Hello, I'm Tonia Lyon, and this is Growing with Daddy Pete's. At Daddy Pete's, we are here to help you grow, and we are at the lovely LKN Garden Center and Market in lovely Mooresville, North Carolina, and I'm here with the amazing Melvin York, our gardening expert. Christmas time at Daddy Pete's means learning how to care for the beautiful, what is it called?
Poinsettia.
Poinsettia. Not poinsettia, poinsettia, meaning how to care for the beautiful poinsettia that you brought home, because this is not a disposable plant, is it, Melvin?
No, actually, and that's one of the things that is probably the biggest tragedy they are, to see these beautiful plants right after Christmas all discarded into the garbage.
Yeah.
These plants can be taken care of, and that's what we want to show you today, how that you can keep this growing for years on end.
It is the favorite holiday plant, but it didn't start out that way, did it?
No, actually, where the poinsettia got its name and when it was brought to America was Joel Roberts Poinsett.
Ah.
And he was actually the first American ambassador to Mexico. That was in 1825.
Wow.
Actually, it was 3 years later. He was visiting a town called Taco in Mexico.
Stop it.
And he ran across these beautiful shrubs.
Wow.
So he brought them back, rooted, and actually started sending them to his friends in Pennsylvania. He sent them all over.
Wow. And December 12th is National Poinsettia Day. So if you're looking for a reason to buy a poinsettia, you can celebrate on December 12th. Okay, so let's talk more about this plant. It's not a flower, right? No. Please educate me. I have been taking them home and then throwing them away and thinking it was a flower the whole time.
This is actually a shrub,
okay.
And it is a perennial shrub in most environments, okay? But now, poinsettias don't like cold weather.
So that's important to know that it came from Mexico, isn't it?
But again, the region of Mexico is, they don't really like a lot of hot sun either.
Okay.
So they're kind of finicky, but they're kind of easy to grow too.
Okay.
So the one thing about a poinsettia is, when you buy a poinsettia, that is the most important time to whether you're going to have a poinsettia that lasts through the season.
Okay.
Of a lot of people, Thanksgiving and Christmas and even New Year's.
Yeah. So walk me through then what you need to do. You get it at the store, it's got this foil on the bottom. Sometimes it has plastic around the top. What do I need to do to make sure it gets home safely?
Okay, first thing, the environment you want to do is you want to make sure that when you buy the poinsettia, if it's been in an area draft around the store, that it did have the plastic covered over it the whole time.
Okay.
Okay, number one. Number two, if not, you'll actually see that they'll start wilting, and that plant will not perform for you through the holidays.
Ooh.
Okay.
So look for nice, clean foliage like this one has.
It has the plastic over it if it's in a draft situation.
Okay.
Make sure that you're not walking into a cold area.
Okay.
Poinsettia's 55 degrees and you're pushing your luck. We need to move on up temperature.
Okay, but I don't want to put it next to the fireplace when I get it home, right?
And the ideal place for this plant in your home is going to be somewhere that it doesn't get harsh sun, okay, but not in a draft.
Okay.
Number two. And you also want it to get complete dark at night for at least 10 hours.
What? Tell me why. Tell me why.
To keep these little friends here, see that one? I don't know if our camera can
has
see
had
that.
too much sunshine right there,
No, it hasn't turned all the way yet.
Oh, needs more darkness.
Right, so it's doing good. It's coming on. It's a little younger leaf. Okay, not on top.
Okay, I'm fascinated by this. This plant actually needs darkness in order to become its most beautiful self.
Exactly.
Wow, okay, and this red here, this is foliage, not a flower.
Correct.
Where is the flower actually at in here?
Actually, if you can see it, let's get one where the camera can see it.
Right there.
It's very
this
small.
Pretty center is the flower.
Right.
Okay.
We call this part the bract.
And that's the part that creates this beautiful foliage. Can I have you tell me a little bit about inside of here too? Because we were talking about how beautiful it is actually under all that foliage.
Right, these will be the oldest part of the plant. The youngest part are the ones that do the trick.
Wow.
So we'll notice down there. And isn't that great the way that God created that plant to where you have both colors contrasting itself and you don't have to do a thing about it.
It's so gorgeous.
You don't have to go in and add nothing.
Wow.
Needed.
Okay, so help me protect my investment. Let's walk through the months of the year that you need to take care of this plant. Once we get through Christmas, and how do we water it, by the way? Because I feel like I might either over or underwater this plant and destroy it.
Probably 95% of the people overwater it, and you'll notice the plants start wilting. And anytime you overwater any plant, usually a house plant, you'll get a mildew or disease going on in the root structure, and it's pretty well done.
Okay.
Sometimes you can save them. The main thing is, the easiest way is just lift up the leaves,
Yep.
put your finger in the soil,
Yeah.
and you want it just moist. Now feel that.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
moist, okay, not wet. Another good thing to do is they like high humidity. But here's the good part, in your home, there may be a problem with humidity, especially with all the heat pumps that we have.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we want to do is make sure it's in a place where there's no drought, correct sunlight, dark at night. Take a spray bottle.
Oh.
Okay, just go to, use your drinking water.
Yep.
Not out of the tap, but your drinking water. Keep a bottle sitting out at room temperature. Once or twice a day, just go through and mist the leaves.
Ah.
And it keeps it crisp and perfect. Remember, overwatering will kill this plant a lot sooner than underwatering, because underwatering, if it starts to droop.
Okay. That's so helpful. All right, let's walk through those months now. I've made it through Christmas without killing my poinsettia. What do I do in January?
Okay, we want to continue to keep on what we're doing. We're going to wait till around the end of March, 1st April. Then we're going to cut this plant back real hard. And what I mean by that, we only want about 4 inches of the stem out. We're going to take everything else off.
Yeah.
Then the 1st of May, what we want to do then is we want to repot this plant. Let's change out here just.
Do you want some dirt too?
Yeah,
all right. Why don't you get our Daddy Pete's soil? Why do we want to use this kind?
Okay.
This is Sea and Farm.
Okay. This particular mix of Daddy Pete's Sea and Farm has the perlite, has every ingredient that you need to repot in.
Okay.
It has our perlite, it has peat moss, it has our aged bark fines in it, it has our compost in it, it has 6 or 8 different organic fertilizers in it. So we can still keep everything organic. So one mixed bag, you don't have to add anything else to it.
Yeah.
This is going to give it enough drainage, so if you're in a rainy season, it's going to go on through, and we're not going to have that root problem, a mildew we talked about. And then come Thanksgiving, guess what? Pull her out, and they're ready to go.
And it'll be beautiful.
Sure will.
Okay.
And that's not only for red, but that's for any of the colors.
Melvin.
Any of the
That's
colors.
amazing.
We have the pinks now, we have the whites, we have the peppermints. There are so many different colors that have been developed.
And it's not poisonous either, right?
Actually, it is.
Oh, wait. It is poisonous.
Okay. One thing we do want to do when you're messing with, some people are allergic to some of the sound.
So toxic is probably a better word to
yes,
use than poisonous. Okay.
Yes.
Can be toxic to some people.
I doubt any, and according to everything that I've ever read, even on a pet, I don't think they can ingest enough off of the plant.
You'd have to eat the whole thing.
To kill them, but it may make them a little sick.
Yeah.
With children, I would keep this up above smaller ones. Again, you don't want them sick.
Yeah.
Would it kill them?
Yeah.
Not likely.
Okay.
But a poinsettia is one of the plants that a lot of people has kind of a little allergic reaction to the sap inside, not so much the leaf.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's a good thing to throw on your rubber gloves when you get ready if you want to do any propagation or you want to do any training. Okay.
Do you know what I'm thinking here, Melvin? I'm thinking, can I just take Melvin with me everywhere so that I don't make the mistake of killing all my plants all the time? That's what I'm thinking. I bet you're thinking that too. What you can do, though, is tell us in the comment section, where are you from? What part of the country are you watching from? Because we'd love to know more about you, and we'd love to be able to share specific information about how you can care for your plants. BYI1, I'm just like to be here all the time. Melvin, you are a wealth of information. Thank you so much. Will you sing with me?
No.
Why not?
Listen to
Come
you.
on, no, let's try. Come on, please.
We want to have
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Come on. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, and enjoy that poinsettia.